Yo, what's going on, guys? Reversal here, and today I'm going to be showing a couple basic dino combos post Duelist Nexus, showing off the new rank 6 we got, which is Evolzar Lars. I don't know why they changed its name to Lars, but that's what we got. For those who don't know what this card does, it's a generic rank 6 dragon, and while it has materials, your opponent can't target it with monster effects, which is decent. And when your opponent activates a card or effect, it's a quick effect to detach materials. But if you have all dinosaurs or reptiles, which in this deck we're going to have all dinosaurs obviously, you get to use it twice. And you target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effects till the end of the turn. So this card is just like a bootleg hot red, if you're familiar with that card. Except you have to use it in response to your opponent's card effect, sadly, so you can't like use a trap and then chain this to circumvent something like Dark Ruler, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's still 2 Omni Negates, which is pretty good. I think this card helps a lot versus certain board breakers like Change of Heart, Tactics, Dark Hole, anything like around those lines, which were typically a problem for this deck at like a base level before, since you only have the one spell trap negate typically. But so that helps a lot. It's still weak to Dark Ruler, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I think Dark Ruler is going to see a lot less play after Duelist Nexus, so that's a positive. But the negative is that probably there's going to be a lot more hand traps, which can be an issue for dinos, so we'll see how it goes, but show you just what the little basic combos can do now. If you add the Frostosaurus to the deck, this could be any level 6 vanilla, but we go with the Frostosaurus because it looks nice. So we're going to just do a basic 2-card, the most common one, Ovi Baby. I'm going to start off with normal summoning your Ovi. Add Misk. Activate Misk for 1, an Archosaur, pop the baby, add your pill. Baby's gonna summon Petite specifically, because when you OV pop this, bring your baby back, you want to be able to summon Meteorus here. It's typically where you would summon Giant Rex, so that's why you need it to be Petite specifically now. Now we're gonna link off the Archosaur, because we want to do this before we use Meteorus' effect, because it's going to lock us. So we're going to use that. Link Rebo into Secure to get our non-dino engrave. Now you can use your Meteorus, pop the baby, summon a vanilla from deck. We're going to summon Frostosaurus, and then your baby's going to trigger, and you're going to summon Giant Rex here. So now you have a couple options. For your rank 4s, you have like the typical Dolka or Lagia, whatever you prefer to go for in any given matchup. Then we're going to overlay these two for rank 6. It's going to be the new guy, Lars. And then you can use your pill. Link Rebo, Archosaur. Summon Conductor, or you could summon Bank if you really want to, but usually just gonna summon Conductor. So obviously depending on the matchup, it's gonna determine which one of these two you want to go into. But typically blind, it's probably just Dolka, just because it's more negates. So yeah, this is the basic end board of just adding the vanilla into the deck. I don't really love that like we have to play vanilla, but it's not like the worst thing, just because it has uses with Ground Xeno, so you don't have to worry about like drawing the one target anymore, which happened enough to not like that it happened. Even though it's like a 5% chance to happen, it still sucks when it does happen. But yeah, that's the thing. And then you could play the fusion as well. It's not like something that comes up all the time, but like you don't want to go out of your way to summon it for the most part, but if you just have like the vanilla in your hand and Ground Xeno, you could just summon it for free pretty much, and then it's just like a decent card. and it's really big, so that can be helpful as well. But now I'll show off the ground plus baby combo. This one's a little different. So you're gonna activate your ground, pop the baby, search the Meteorus, and then Meteorus will be chain link 2 and baby will be chain link 1 since it's mandatory. The Meteorus will summon, and then with the baby, I like to summon Misk. If you've seen this in the last combo video I did, this is just how I prefer to do the ground combos, because it's the safest. Like, if your ground Xeno does resolve, you're safe through everything at that point. If you go for like Ovi, for example, you can get impermed here, and then you just have to make Baron pass, which isn't terrible, but I don't see too much of a reason to go for Ovi, unless I'm going to show a combo after that's very greedy, and I wouldn't recommend doing it, but we'll get to that afterwards. So yeah, we're just going to go straight into Baron here. So all our plays are protected. I'm going to use your Misk. In the past I banished this, but we're going to keep this engraved for a reason. It's going to banish those two. So I'm going to petite, doesn't really matter which one here. You're going to use Baron to pop this. Summon Ovi. And then your Ovi is going to search you a baby, since you haven't normal summoned yet. You're going to activate, or normal summon the baby and activate Ovi. We're going to pop the baby. And this is where you would normally bring back the other baby, but here we're going to bring back Xeno Meteorus, and with our baby we're going to summon another baby. So you probably have noticed by now we did not use Archosaur in this combo, because we are not going for Pill in this combo. Just because this is the easiest way to play around all the hand traps and get the most negates possible. So from here, you can use your Meteorus to pop the baby. We're going to summon our Frostosaurus, and baby's going to summon Giant Rex. So now from here, you can go into Dolka or Lagia. And then you're going to overlay these two for the Larry. So since you have these Omni negates, you're probably going to go for Dolka almost every time, unless you're facing like the trap deck or something. So if you do go for that, you have 5 negates here. So as long as they don't have like a Dark Ruler or something, or Droplet for 3 cards, which is kind of crazy, but sometimes that happens. But if they don't have that, this is pretty hard to break. So for the last combo I'm going to show is another ground plus baby combo, but this one is very greedy. I would not recommend doing it, probably ever. But if you, for some reason, have perfect knowledge that your opponent does not have a hand trap, this is something you can go for. So we're going to do the same thing. Crown, pop the baby, chain 1, chain 2. So this is where you're going to summon Ovi. And you're going to search a baby with the Ovi. So the reason why this combo is not great is because you are not using the Misk. So this is very vulnerable to stuff like Nibiru and everything else. But we're going to use the baby normal, pop it with this, bring back the other one, baby from deck, summon Archosaur, pop the baby, go, summon another baby from deck, gonna link these off, and Kribo, Secure Gardener. Now from here, you can use your Meteorus, pop the baby, summon the Frosty Boy, and off the baby, instead of summoning Rex, we're going to summon the Misks that we didn't use. So you're going to have this as material for next turn, so you can have it as follow-up. So we're going to overlay these two, and we're going to overlay these two. Again, get your Larry, your Dolka or your Lagia. Then we're going to use Pill. Those two. So then UCT or Bank. So this end board is, instead of the Baron, you have Conductor and Misk still in rotation for follow-up next turn. So the end board's a little worse in terms of negates, but you will have follow-up, which is very important. But like I said, this combo is very, 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 very fragile. Would not recommend going for it unless you know for certain your opponent does not have a hand trap. So that's just going to be it for just the basic combos involving the new guy. It's nothing crazy since you're just adding the one vanilla. But some decent stuff you could do, since this card does do a lot for the deck outside of the Dark Ruler problem, which is cool. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Just want to make a quick video just showing a couple of different ways you can combo with this card. Let me know how you feel about Lars and Duelist Nexus as a whole, I guess. See how Dino's doing after that set's legal in a couple days. Or tomorrow, I think, actually. It's technically legal, but yeah, I don't think that the deck's going to be in the great spot, but it's never in a great spot. But we love Dino, so play it anyway. But that's about it. Take care. Peace.